they might not be in that position that they are right now.
They will have lost it all.
Yes, and I'm working something long lasting. I'm working something generational. What I'm doing right now, my children, my grandchildren should benefit. So I have a long-term goal, and there's nothing that's going to sway me from those goals, because I have a goal. I have people that I look up to. Okay, so I am going to keep pressing forward and be patient. If it takes me 10 years to make $10 million a month, okay, that's my goal, that's my affirmation every day. I'm making $10 million per month. If it takes me 20 years to do that, okay, I know that I'm going to keep pressing forward. An average Yahoo guy cannot make $1 million on a monthly basis. Okay. And they don't make money consistently. They make money maybe once or twice a year, and that's it for them. Most of them cannot live a very good life in the US. Okay, but the kind of lifestyle that I have for myself is a lifestyle of a truly wealthy person. So because I know where I'm going, I am able to be patient. So if you one thing you have to do, you have to fix yourself. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years? If you can fix yourself, build a system around you to ensure that you are on course on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and you will not bow to pressure whatsoever.
Wow. Come on, guys. Can you type wow? Can you type wow? Now I'm gonna shock you. I'll ask him to tell us his age so that some of you get to know, because I'm sure by now you think he's a very old man. Like you broke a record that nobody has ever broken, of being the youngest general manager at GTEX, and the quickest to also get there. I forgot in October.
November
2015. So you were the youngest to break that record. And I remember I started traveling heavily when you became the CEO. The GM. And I don't care. You gotta figure it out. How to pay salary, how to pay your bills. I told you it was your office. You gotta sell and make sure you make money to take care of. And I remember, and guys, you'll be shocked. Tobi never, I don't even remember him ever owing salary, right? As the general manager. I don't remember. If I was wrong, you can fix it. If you find a way, you will make sure the company sells, and we may not make profit, but it's paid the bills. What do you think were the ingredients that helped you to succeed? You can remind us the age you were and how old you are now. But what were the ingredients that helped you to succeed at that young age? And there was nobody even of your age in the company. So literally you were leading people, 30-something people, who were well. You led well. What were the secret?
Okay, the time I became the general manager, I think I was about 23 years old at that time. I will be 27 this year. By June next month, I'm 27. I think why I was able to lead at that point in time was because I was under a lot of pressure to get results from Mr. Stephen Akintayo, because there was a certain expectations that he had of me, okay, and I wanted to live up to those expectations, and I know that those things were things he put in place to actually stretch me as a person. Okay, if he did not put all of those pressure on me, I won't be a better person that I am right now. Okay, so I wanted to get results, and I also wanted this business. Okay, so those are the things that actually helped me. And of course, when he was around, I saw how he ran the business. Things were going as smooth as they could go. So why should I now get to that position and mess things up? So like I didn't want to mess up, which was why I was able to pull everybody together. I remember that while you were around, every day we hold meetings in the morning, and you motivate us. I never knew that I'll be at that position to do that also. Now, because I have so much been in the meetings, I think when you left for New York at the time, maybe your spirit just entered me. And every morning it was a lot of inspirational talks. Okay, so most times when I get to the office, I don't know what to tell these people. But I just get there and I say, if you like, fuck up, now you something. So now I find myself actually looking inwards and digging deeper and actually, making things happen. I just didn't want to mess up. I wanted to, make you happy. Really, like I wanted you not to, have any regret of putting me in that position to run a business while you were outside the country.
Remind us again, how old were you and how old are you now?
I was 23 at that point. Now I'll be 27 next month.
Wow. Come on, guys. I thought you would say wow, because I thought you would say wow, because how many 27-year-old guys talk like this? Many are still sitting in their parents actually having diapers, moving around, sagging their pants, are doing big boy yes, babe. I'm really enjoying this, and I really want to thank you for coming in and sharing this with us. Yes, everybody's saying wow. Everybody's saying wow. Because I needed, and I'm happy we're doing this, because a lot of time people think age is to do something great, and it hurts me that our youth have believed it somehow. They got it in their head that age is wisdom, age is success, and you see people shouting age, and I'm like, it's not about that. It is what you load yourself with. You can add what to your name at whatever age if you choose to. But again, it's a function of training. Remember, me and him started from 17. So don't be surprised that, at 23, he could manage, annual company, even as at that time. So it was possible, and some of the payroll were almost hitting $1 million, even as at that time, or if not over $1 million every month, even in salary alone. So you can do great stuff, guys, you can, but it's important to have vision, like he said, and it's important to have mentorship and guidance. But lastly, the last question before you tell us about the movies you like and the books you appreciate and you want to recommend. What are the 3 things you would tell anybody who wants to be mentored by me? Or even work with me, because I see a lot of people disturb me on social media. I can sell, Mr. Stevie, give me a job. I need a job. And I just smile, some of them, you don't reply them 24 hours. They're already talking. I didn't beg you for money. All I some mentorship. All I want. So what should they know? And this is from experience.
Okay, the first thing that you must know if you want to mentor or work with Mr. Steven is that I'll say be ready to work. If you think you have been working before, when you start working with Mr. Steven, it will be on another level.
You know you didn't know the definition of work.
Be ready to work, and that work is actually for your own good because it is going to stretch you. You will be taught how to actually run a business, because an average person that works with Mr. Steven, if you work there long enough, you know exactly how to run a business, because it does not just give you like normal, like the tasks that he handles, that he puts into your hand, are tasks that will stretch even more than the current position. So be ready to work. Number two, be ready to put your pride aside. Okay, he knows how to cut people. So so if you think you are like proud, this man knows how to handle proud people. Okay, and he will put you in your place. You understand? So he will put you in your place, and if you want to keep learning from him, you just have to be ready to submit to mentorship. Then lastly, three, if you work with Mr. Steven beyond the mistakes that you think is making, or like that you make, okay, know why you are in the company. Okay, you too, you have your own in your own body. You too, you make your own mistakes. So why use someone's mistakes as an excuse not to learn? Okay, know that is human, and maybe does not even know that what he did pissed you off or something. He is just running his business his own way. So learn from mistakes. That is why he's called a mentor. You are supposed to learn from mentor's mistakes. So take those mistakes as something that will be useful in your own journey, your own personal journey. So be ready to walk, be ready to put your pride aside, and look beyond these mistakes and just learn. You are there to learn and get better.
I think the word I use for that is the word of mentor, thinking is perfect. Always understand that there is no perfect human being. There's no thing. To focus exactly you are trying to learn from a mentor. Because ultimately, in many cases, I have even seen situations where what you call the person's weakness is probably a strength. I'll give an example. When I was learning from somebody on real estate, I remember we would go to site, and then maybe he has some of those families will come and say, we also have this other side beside your own, and we would like to sell to you. We say, okay, we are the reference, and office for your money. So I used to be like, what kind of business is that? How can you just tell people to start doing fence of a property you have not even sought out with the family? And guess what happened? I ended up losing over 120 million. Because what I thought was a weakness was actually a strength, that you actually have not yet owned a land in the Omonile context until you fence that land round. You actually don't own it. But you were looking at, I don't like that. You see, things have to be systemic. They have to be okay. Continue. Use your grammar. We will see how far that your grammar will take you. We'll see how far. So often what you call weakness, what you call mistakes of people is even probably what has helped them to be thick and strong. I have another mentor who, when he talks to you like this, almost like you enter ground. You know, but he picked that lion heart from Archbishop Bessie Dausa, and that's what has kept in my life today. You may not like it, you may not, but you know, today I may not talk the way he does, but I've also learned to pick that lion heart to say, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not just going to be a chicken-hearted person, and people are going to chase me out of, because in every man promised land, there are giants. There are people ready to scare you out of the place. So amazing. You have taught us so much today, and I really want to say a big thank you to you.
Thank you, sir.
Just being best in the series of this mentorship thing we're doing, because it's just amazing. I'm happy we're sharing this because I feel this generation needs this content. I don't know whether you agree with me, but I feel we need it. What we are discussing now, as much as there are a few people I can't bring on this platform, but I just feel that, no, bring, you know, I mean, of course, with those people, you have a lot of people watching, and with this kind of, you have few people watching, but even the few that watch this is a good content for this generation. I'm very sure of that. You have 1 minute, because Instagram ends every 1 minute. Your favorite movie and your favorite book that is business related.
My favorite movie is The Pursuit of I'm reading right now is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Classic. Always relevant.
Yeah.
Think and Grow Rich is something you need to go over again and again. I think I see
over and over again.
Almost every year I go over Think and Grow Rich again. You know, I go over it again. Thank you so much for this. Guys, can we all celebrate Tobi Okunuga? Come on. Let's all celebrate Tobi Okunuga. He's done a fantastic job.
Thank you for having me, sir.
I want you to watch this again, if possible, particularly if you're in your 20s. Please, this is your colleague talking to you, right? Watch this again. It has a lot of substance, okay? A lot of substance. Help me appreciate him. Come on. I'm proud of you, Tobi. I am proud of you.
Thank you very much, sir.
That any day, anytime, I'm proud of you. You're my man. Any day, anytime. God bless you. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir.
So, guys, we are starting all over again with Emmanuel Olorunshola, all the way from Dubai. Another great mentee of mine. And we'll continue this conversation. Tobi, you too, you need to watch this session. Amazing.
Need a professional logo for your brand?
thing again. He's just going to share a whole lot with you. There's so much to pick up from that. My next guest is joining us from Dubai. Incidentally, all my guests today. Why did I put you up again? Come on. What's going on? Okay. And we hope it will work, because I know that Dubai sometimes has some restrictions. So let's see if it will work. Incidentally, the two guests today are both joining us from outside the country. Hey! And they are both looking good, right? Somehow there's that packaging with these guys. You guys have started looking fresher than your boss. I'm the king of freshness. What's going on? Right? Okay, can you type something so that I can pin your handle?
Okay.
Yeah, type something. Let me pin your handle. How's your wife? Can I hear you? Because you can't get married and your wife is, and you are looking fresher than your wife. It can't happen. Right? It can't happen.
She's gone to bed.
She's gone to bed.
You know, it's
so you guys are 3 hours away.
Yeah.
What VPN are you using, by the way? Because I have some other people from Dubai that I needed to host, and they've been having challenges, so that I can recommend it to them.
Okay, I used to. The one is BetaNet.
BetaNet.
Yeah, Beta spelled BETTER. Normal Beta, then net, all written together.
Okay.
BetaNet. BetaNet. That's all. It's an app on Play Store that could be downloaded, both Android and iOS. It's Proton VPN.
Croton.
Proton. P for Peter.
Mm-hmm.
R for Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm.
O for Orange. T for Thompson. O for Orange, and N for Nigeria. Proton.
Okay,
Proton
amazing.
VPN.
So we have 1 hour to be sure whether, because sometimes
I've been using it for a long time.
No, but for Instagram Live, we need to be sure, because a lot of people were like, it wasn't just working. But kindly introduce yourself for those joining us. You know.
My name is Olorunshola Emmanuel. I'm a business owner and an entrepreneur, and I'm a business evangelist. I help people, I guide them to start a business as well after learning. I mean, you always say something that you cannot reach the whole world. So when you empower people to also empower others, so we are trying to walk in your footsteps. So my name is Olorunshola Emmanuel. I'm the owner of DigiView. I founded DigiView Nigeria Limited, a procurement and logistics company that deals in importation of goods and shipping from China to Nigeria. A business that deals in branding, digital marketing, and e-commerce generally. So basically, and then I coach people, I train people to do business as well. So that's why I brand myself the business evangelist. So I preach the gospel of e-commerce wherever I go.
Amazing. Amazing. Can you share with us how your journey into entrepreneurship started? But first of all, how did we meet? Okay, and then you go forward to how you started business.
Okay. I met Mr. Stephen Akintayo in 2015. That was during one of his upgrade program. I mean, he just ended a global conference, But the one I was privileged to attend was in 2015, Upgrade Conference 2015, that happened at Ogba in Lagos. And then I was desperate. I just left university after 3 years spillover. I mean, I studied applied chemistry, and I was supposed to. Chemistry is a 4 years course, and it took me 7 years to graduate because I had 3 extra years. I was spilling and spilling.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, at a point, I did not want to go back. I mean, I was encouraging myself then. It was so silly. I was thinking about it today because at a point, I didn't want to go back to school, and I was saying, I mean, the richest men in the world, they are even dropouts. The Gates did not go to Zach. And I was giving myself contemplating quitting and saying, okay, I don't want to go back because it's a shameful thing going back to school to go write the same exam. I mean, maybe when I was in 300 level, people that were in 100 level, I was still going back to sit down and write the exam with them. So it was a very difficult part of my life. So when I was able to pass through that phase and I was eventually able to graduate with a pass, by the way, I think my CGPA is 1.6 or 1 point. I don't know. Up to today, I actually don't know my exact CGPA because I've never used it till now.
Wow.
So I actually graduated and I was in Lagos and I was looking for a way to survive. I was staying with my cousin that stays alone in the basement apartment. And I was staying with her in a room, we sleep on the same bed, and I was just determined that, okay, whatsoever it takes, now that I've left my village and I'm here in Lagos, I must survive. So the first thing I did was I was on the internet. Every Saturday, I'm looking for a free event. I mean, I make sure there's no Saturday I do. I don't do Owambe, I'm on Eventbrite. Eventbrite was my favorite.
Something that would add value to you.
Upgrade Conference 2015. You learn web development, you learn social media marketing. I'm like, all these things free. So I made sure I was ready Saturday morning. I didn't want to hear excuse that, okay, because you came late. I was there early. I think I was one of the first 10 people to enter that hall. I still remember the hall. I think 7-star event center at Ogba.
Yes.
I remember very well because that was the turning point in my life. So I got there and I was seated in front, and then I think one of the first speakers is Mr. Mayowa Owolabi. And I think he was your apprentice. He was, of your staff then. So he WordPress and social. So he was doing some tools, some social media tools then. And I was very excited and I learned a lot. I think one of the other speakers that was invited, Dr. Kweban was supposed to come, but he could not attend. But I know the names that were invited were names that was really people I was looking up to, that I know I would like to meet them. So I was really excited when I got there, and that was how I met Mr. Akintayo. And luckily enough for me, I was able to meet with him. I mean, this man meets thousands of people, so he doesn't even know me then. I just greeted him, and in one way or the other, I was able to follow him because I couldn't even get his personal number. I was following him on Facebook, and that was one thing I know I've been doing. I started telling him. And before I have direct access to your mail, one thing that is someone can be mentoring you without the person actually knowing. Because all you have to do is just to be following the person consistently, following them, studying. Like I was following you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. I remember that same 2015, after the upgrade program, I developed, I learned more. I think I went twice to Ogba to meet Mr. Mayowa also to learn more about social media marketing. That it was time for NYSC. I applied to a radio station as I was a admin officer then at the radio station. Then when I got there, I was picking files for the MD. And one day, the MD was about signing a document, and I was privileged to see the document on her desk. And she was going to be paying. She's paying 105,000 to a consulting firm that was handling social media. And it was completely a popular radio station now on WFM. That's 1.7. This is not an ad for them. It's just to give credibility to the story. So she was about to sign the document, and I saw it, and I'm like, I know how to do this thing. And I didn't have prior experience. I mean, the only thing I learned was when I attended Upgrade, all the free trainings that I got that day. I put it together and I told her I can do it. And she was like, you can do it. She said, have you done it before? I said, yes, even though I've never done it before. She said, okay, that they'll try me out. And it started.
I know there's a quote. There's a quote by Richard Branson on what you have just said. Okay, okay. There's a quote by Richard Branson. I think he said, if somebody asks you whether you can solve a problem or provide a service, say yes. Then think about how to do it later.
How to solve it later.
There's a powerful quote by Richard Branson. Yeah, please.
That was what I did. I can do it. And she said, okay, let's try him. At least he'll be saving us 105,000 per month. I mean, I'm a core member. My salary was 20,000. And then I said, okay. And I started handling the social media, and I was under a lot of criticism because I made a lot of mistakes. And then there was one time I even misspelled the name of the minister, the current minister, like Mohammed. And, Mohammed is spelled in funny. Some people use double M, some people use U, some people use O while spelling Mohammed. So I think I misplaced. Maybe I used double M, supposed to use single, but I received a lot of. After that event, they now said they need to get the service of a professional social media company. And immediately I heard the mention that Akintayo, I know him very well, and I was excited because when I heard that there will be a one-on-one meeting with Mr. Akintayo to come to the office, I was very excited I'll meet him again. I mean, all this period, he doesn't even know me, but it is me that I've been attacking and connecting myself to him from those periods that he doesn't even know I was existing. I already knew him and I was following him, and I was excited, and he came. I was happy. I greeted him. Oh, how are you? I think I've seen you before. I said, yes, sir. We greeted, and there was one man, Mr. Shegun, I think he was your PA then. He gave me his number. I was calling him to get access to you. I could not reach out. Then I started following. Okay, if I cannot have direct, I should not limit myself having direct access to him. I'm there following him, making sure I'm visible. One thing that I did was that my focus was never about the 20,000 I was earning. My focus was on the skills I was learning, because they gave me that leverage to actually try out what I learned. So I was not particular about the money. I mean, from being the social media person, I became the PA of the MD. from being the PA. I had begun to have a show. Like, I began to do different things. But the salary didn't increase. But what I was doing, because first is a radio station, I was meeting people. I was building networks, people that eventually, till today, I'm still benefiting from. I had a relationship with them at the radio station. When I was, I mean, I could have worked, even a lot of people was like, graduate 20,000. Well, don't worry, I'm just enjoying. As a matter of fact, sir, there was a time that I did something. What I did was I told the driver of the station to follow one way, and customs impounded the car, and we paid 50,000. So they deducted that 50,000 from my salary. So I was practically owing the company.
Wow!
I was practically
20,000 salary.
Yeah, they deducted 50,000, and then, but I did not feel any form of regret, because the action that I took that led to that deduction, if it happens today, till now that I have my own company.
What would you say, Emmanuel, to young people who will say they cannot start their career with 20,000? You have people today, some will even tell you they don't care what they try to say they are doing there. I can't start as an intern. I can't start, by teaching, by even volunteering. After, 5 years in university, after this, I can't do that. Because today, not only have you have employed people not just in Nigeria, even in China. So tell us, what do you want to say to younger people? I say, I don't want to start that low. And I always say life is faces men and this exercise pattern.
She stays at Ajao Estate. My office is at Ajao Estate, so she will not transport. Maybe she will take 15-year bike to the company. And I said, okay, we didn't have plan to pay our core members, but what I can do is I can do 10,000 for you as a core member, and then we'll teach you everything that we are doing. You will learn, and then you'll stand a chance of even growing and becoming a part of us. But for now, all we need you to be doing is to be an assistant, to say, okay, we want to enter document, just data entry on the laptop. And she told me point blank that no, she cannot do it. And I'm like, okay, this thing is something that, it's 10,000, but you're not doing anything. You're going to be learning, which is for your career. You're just starting. And she said no, that I think she specifically requested that if it's less than 20,000, she cannot do it. And that is the mentality of a lot of persons today, especially this age. Like, this job, I would rather stay at home. I've seen a lot of persons say that they say, I'd rather stay at home. I don't want to. How will I spend 5 years in university and I'll come and you'll be off? All you are supposed to be doing, if there's anything to enter, you enter it on the computer and sit down. And then you have access to learn directly from me and other people in the organization. So a lot of persons, they don't have insight. I think that's a problem. A lot of persons don't have a foresight of where they can go starting small. They are exposed to too much fantasies that most of the time can never come to reality by the way they want it to be. I mean, there was a time when I was little, I'll be imagining now. I will buy a house. I used to imagine those things a lot then when I was a kid. But those are fantastic. You never just put 50 million on the ground. So people, some this age, they are not patient enough to understand that it will happen overnight, and you have to grow from the beginning, from scratch. So a lot of persons don't understand that. Okay, I moved from 20,000 naira job at that radio station, and the first job I landed from the experiences I gathered from working at that was 1,000. First pay after that one. Once I had to relocate from Lagos to Abuja, and that was actually a turning point for me because I was able to now start saving. I mean, I was still doing it, I was still doing the job, and then still trying to survive, and things were still not working, despite the fact that I was making 120,000. And I was like, okay, what do you do? There's this man that you have been following that has been consistent. There's something to still learn from him. That was when I asked, okay, so I want to learn e-commerce. Let me learn. And when I came, and then the price was 50,000, then I mean now it's over. I think it's $1,000 now. And then it was still affording for someone me 50,000. But even as I could not afford that 50,000. That was the reality. So I had to negotiate. I had to say, okay, sir, can I pay instrumental? And he gave me the grace to, okay, you can pay in bits. So I think the first deposit I made was 10,000. Then the other one was 20,000. Now I'm saying this because it pays to look for someone and be consistently following their footsteps. Now, Mr. Akintayo, after I was deposited, I think I've paid like 30,000 in deposit for the e-commerce course, where for mobile app development with Dr. Kwe. Then I started following too, and I joined the webinar. And lucky enough, when Dr. Kwe was to launch the software, he said 3 lucky win lifetime access to Mobimatic. And then he said if anybody stayed to the end of the webinar, and I was staying there watching, and he said, I think he said you should type revolution 20. I can't remember what he said. Everybody should type the first 3%. Now the 3 in the whole world, and I have access to Mobimatic till today. That's one benefit that I'm enjoying for even knowing Mr. Akintayo. Aside the fact that I've not even mentioned the e-commerce yet. The fact that I was consistently following him, I was able to see opportunity, and I was prepared and waiting for it. So if I was not following him consistently, I might not have known about that webinar. I've been seeing this man. He's praised on IG Live. Say I don't want to watch that particular one. I will have that opportunity. Because the lifetime access was selling for I think about $990 something. I could not afford being able to afford it. But because I was consistently following, I had access to that. So I had to talk to Mr. Akintayo and say, okay, sir, since I've gotten this one, I still want to continue with e-commerce. Then when I was able to complete the payment, he said I should send an email. Then I not only now learn e-commerce, then he was teaching 20 businesses you can do on the internet. That was what he was teaching then. And he sent me an email and said I should pick your piece, shipping, e-commerce. I picked 10. And I watched the video. No, I didn't even watch the videos at first. I still left it until things were getting red. People were saying, this guy, you are working in Abuja, how far now? Things should be better now. But I still discovered that before the end of the month, I'm broke. So what I simply did was I had to go back to the videos, and I'm like, if this thing is this serious or is this simple and turning life around for people, why is it that people are not doing it? So I said, okay, let me try it out. And now I decided to try it out and follow all the steps Mr. Akintayo shared in the video. And then within the first 2 weeks of doing everything, I made my first 200,000. And it was like, I mean, I was earning 20,000 salary, and I made 200,000 in less than 2 weeks. Something that I have to wake up for 30 days, go to the office and wait for 30 days to earn, and I earned double in less than 2 weeks. So, and that was the starting point. That was how everything changed. I mean, since then, after that, telling someone a few days ago that I can never be poor again. I'm not disputing that we have village people, which is, but the level of information I have access to right now, I can never be poor again. Because I've been following someone consistently that is doing it. If 20 witches come, they will die, will continue again. So it's been a wonderful moment for someone like me that it was like magic. A lot of persons up to today, they'll still say, Emmanuel, I know you that time now. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one man, he called me just a couple of days ago here in Dubai, and we were talking, and he said, that was what he said about me. And he was like, look at you, I can't even believe this is you. I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter what you knew then. What has changed now is who I am right now, where we are still going to. So it's been
Think anybody who wants to move from grass to grace. I mean, your story is very touching, and there's really so much to learn from your story. But what do you think, because, we barely have 1 hour, so we're trying to make sure the question comes fast, the answers are shorter. But what do you think people who want to move from nothing to something, like you've done, need to begin to do? Young people, what are the things we need to do? What are the sacrifices that we need to make to get us there? Because sometimes you realize that it's like we're not willing to pay certain sacrifice. That's why we're not able to move from that grass to grace, like in your kind of story. What is the price that somebody who was like your shoes when you were nothing needs to make so that they can be where you are now?
I think the first thing is people are not hungry enough for success. I think that's just the they want it. Everybody wants it. It's they want. People want, I want to be this, I want this, I want that. But when they see that it will not happen instantly, or when you show them the road that it's actually a long journey, it's just like the TV. Your TV shows the beautiful screen, all the color, but when you open the back of the TV, you see wires melted, all those joint things. So people are not really so hungry for success. I think they are people are comfortable. They can still afford to eat. They can still. They didn't. I mean, I shared on my WhatsApp status a couple of days ago. So there was a time I had only one black trouser, and then every day I changed the t-shirt. Even on Sunday, for like complete 2 months, only one black trouser that I was wearing. So I was at that extreme point that I know everything that it takes, I must actually get there. But people, they can still afford to say, sir, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, it's because you still have options. He said, okay, she said, my problem is laziness. I'm not consistent. I said, because you still have options. You still have, you have not been pushed to that extreme end that you don't have to eat. You don't have you still have option. Maybe you can still talk to your parents. They will still give you something. But someone like me, I left Kogi entirely, and I forgot. As a matter of fact, when I was living in Kogi, my mom didn't know where I was going to. My mom didn't know where I was going to. So you just have to be determined. Determination is not something that you are convenient to do. It will cost you. And one of the things it will cost you is discipline. Discipline. A lot of times that I see a lot of persons, they'll say, I want to do this business, but I don't know how I start. Because right now, one of the problems people have, I think everybody even face that problem. When you pay for a course, you don't get to finish the course. You actually paid for the course, but determination
Yes.
to start a
That's
book,
true. That's
to
true.
finish reading the book is
That's
the
true.
problem. So the
That's
discipline
true.
is what is lacking. But me, I know that if I don't do it first, I don't stand a chance. That was why I said the most important thing is people are not hungry for success. Because someone like
Very
me,
true.
I know that okay, all my friends has already graduated, they're already gone, some are already working. Me, I'm still hoping I'll pass my next exam. So I was already hungry, I was already
Mm.
angry about the all conditions surrounding my life. I was I was already at that
Mm.
point that I just want to succeed because I have this fear of failure that I don't want a time to ever come when I'll see any of
Mm.
my classmates and I will not be able to talk
Yes.
when they are talking. I don't want
Yes.
a time to ever come when I'll see any of
Mm.
my colleagues that were once classmates and they
Yeah.
will be talking and I'll be quiet. I don't want them to see me. I'll be dodging because
Mm.
I'm not up to their standard. So
Mm.
I was
Mm.
at that point already. So I was really ready to make sure whatsoever
Mm.
it takes to be hungry. So I think the major thing that is lacking is that determination and self-discipline to be true to what it takes to succeed.
Mm.
Because I believe every individual, we are
Mm.
in the
Mm.
information age, every individual at this age, they have heard one information, they have read one book, they have listened to one message, there's enough to change their life. At this
Mm.
point, every individual they've had that encounter that could change their life. But the difference is they are not disciplined enough to take action and stay true to it. So I think that is what is lacking up till now in this present age. That determination to be able to stay true to what you really want to do and stay true to it till you get it. That is what is lacking till now. Self-discipline and consistency.
Amazing. Amazing. Again, guys, if you've been enjoying Emmanuel, if you have been enjoying his session, type thank you, thank you. I feel today's session is just so loaded. It's like both of you are on fire. You guys are on fire. Amazing. Incidentally, who handles your social media handle? Because the person is commenting, Digiville NG is actually the company owned by Emmanuel Olorunshola. I think they're also commenting because they're watching. My next question will be, how has the role of mentorship with me help you to? Because by the way, let's not because a lot of time we talk about mentorship. For a mentor to pull it out. If you carry nothing will come out. If they like, let them lay hand, lay leg, pour the whole anointing jar on you. Nothing will happen.
Of course.
But so I would rather say, what were the things that three things that you can count to now that is happening in your life that say these were things mentorship pull out. Mentor of me, this one, it was mentorship relationship that pulled this one out. Three things, key things that your learning from me pulled out.
I think the first and the most important one for me is a story you told me the last time you were in Abuja, and then I
Okay.
remember we left Sheraton Hotel as early as I think 8-9. We went to check lands. We've gone to so many places. I was driving you back to the hotel,
Mm.
and I was already tired. And then I actually I was thinking immediately I drop you at Sheraton Hotel, I'll drive home and I'll go and sleep. I said, Emmanuel, when we
Mm.
get to the hotel, we'll do another live Instagram session, just 1 hour, Facebook live. And in my mind, what the fuck are you saying? Like, oh, they don't tired. So I was just I was curious. I could not talk. So later I had to ask you a question. And I said, since you get tired, because Today you are in UK, tomorrow you are in US, next tomorrow you are in Japan, traveling all over the world. How do you find this energy? How don't you get tired? Because it's as if you have conquered everything. Like someone like me, I want to be like you. And it's as if the person I'm even thinking has arrived, he's still hungry than me. So I was actually curious to know. And then you told me a short story, which I will share right here. And you said there was one Shiloh program where Pastor Oyedepo, Bishop Oyedepo was preaching and he lost his voice. And then he was supposed, everybody was thinking, or you particularly thought he would say, okay, Abioye should come and continue the message. I mean, he has someone that is a trusted, that has been standing in gap, that you were thinking he will step aside so that Abioye will continue the message. And you said Bishop Oyedepo said no, that if it gets to the worst, that example of someone that I've seen where God is taking him to. That message I can never forget. I mean, we had this conversation when we were driving. It's a normal conversation that I was having with you, but to me, that day I could not sleep. Because I was thinking about it that, okay, if this man, you said, you used a Yoruba term, you said, I want to sign that they are already determined that this is my course, I must complete it. So, and you told me that if God opened our eyes to see where he's taking us to, you cannot afford to be tired. Because like someone like you are where God is taking you to, and you cannot afford to that. Where you are now is nothing compared to where he's taking you to. So to me, that to have such insight, to me, as one of the things that has been inspiring the most, that I keep looking at you, I keep seeing you as someone that directly I'm picking inspiration from. So that particular story about someone seeing where you want to take them to. So it's about having vision. That is one key thing your mentorship has taught. Vision. Have a picture, a mental picture of where you want to go to. Because it first happens whatsoever is happening around us today. This is where it all starts from youth being able to see it even before it becomes physical for you to hold a reality. So that's the first thing. Then another most important thing I would say I learned from your mentorship is consistency. If there's one person that stayed true to his cause over the years, you can take that away. In this old Nigeria, I don't think there's anybody that's been so consistent on a particular path as you are. So the consistency actually is something that personally, when I feel maybe I have a particular, I record a particular success and I feel relaxed, and I will say, what will Mr. Akintayo do at this point? Because it's something that I've been seeing you consistently doing. And then I remember in 2017, you came to Abuja for Upgrades 2017, and I was there. And then you after the session, I came to you and I said I wanted to start an e-commerce business that it will accept only Bitcoin. And then you specifically told me that it will not work. And then in my mind, I was like, okay, why will it not work? You know, there's this agidi that we young people have that we think we know more than our mentors. And what an elderly man is saying while sitting down, a kid, even at the top of the mountain, would never see it. That was what happened to me. I did not listen. I mean, he told me that it will not work, and I went ahead, I launched it, I was excited, and the business didn't survive 3 to 6 months.
Wow.
Everything crashed. And I mean, my old small salary that was, my old saving that I was having, I put it on the business. Everything crashed. Wow. But it's now proved to me that you cannot actually go far without following the footsteps of the man. There are two ways to learn. said those things, and you said these things, and I keep saying it. Mr. Akintayo will say there are two ways to learn. It's either you learn by mistakes or you learn by a mentor. Both of them start with M, so you can choose your M carefully. If you learn by mistake, you will have lost money, you waste time, you waste energy and resources because you keep making mistakes. But if you have a mentor that has already walked that path, all you are doing is like start teaching me and say, okay, come and sit down. Let's have business mentorship. No, I just watching him, talking to him, being around him. You don't, unless you're a dollar, you don't need to be told. You see how these people think. Just like if you sit down with Bill Gates today, you see how these people think, how they do things. So that is what I was able to pick from your visit, this thing. And because each time we have a discussion, you asked me, Emmanuel, how is the business going? And that last year I said, we are doing well. We've done, this one is not sustainable. Start collecting 50%. I'm like, how is it possible to start collecting 50% now? And he said, if you can't do 100%, do 50%. It will not pay you the way you are doing it. I did not take it serious until when he now emphasized on it again. We have to start introducing the 50% strategy. Now, at the present, COVID-19 has fucked everybody. It's even 100%. If you didn't do that 100%, your goods will not even leave China. So this is one thing that he already saw. See things for you. They are like your compass or your Google map. Like, let me give you one last one. I'm writing the book present. I wrote a book, and then I was contemplating about increasing the price. And I don't want to just go ahead and make the decision myself. I still have to chat him and say, sir, this is the result I've gotten. The book right now, I love the 1st of May. Today is 28 or 29. The book has sold over 1 million naira.
Wow.
Within this month,
Congratulations.
2 million already.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. So that is because I have someone I can always run to.
Can you put the link for us? For those who want to get the book, I'm sure a lot of people here will want to get them.
See how I can.
Go ahead, but make sure you put it before you finish.
So, okay. So the whole idea is, if you have a mentor like Mr. Akintayo, he has done series of businesses. I mean, this is someone I've watched move from GText, from SMS business to bulk SMS business to information marketing. He has sold software. Now he's into real estate. So you know that there's nothing you can be facing now that he has not faced before. So it's only easy when I can go back to now say, okay, sir, this is what I'm trying to do. Please, what should I do next? I as well just say, after I've been able to make 100 million, my company have done a turnover of almost 300 million. We are doing this, I've been able to do this, and say, okay, let Mr. Akintayo be on his own. But I will still not go ahead without still asking, okay, sir, all this, I mean, Mr. Akintayo have written how many? Over 20 books. I'm just writing my first one. So it's only wise for me to ask him, should I increase the price or not? Is the price worth what? So This is one thing that personally I don't take for granted. The privilege to have direct access to you. The privilege to always know that there is someone I can run. I mean, it's not everybody that have that direct access to your direct WhatsApp. I mean, you've trained thousands of people across the globe. So me, it's a privilege for me that I can just pick up my phone and just say, "Hi, boss," and I'll type what I want, and then within a couple of minutes, you reply and say, "Okay, Emmanuel, do it this way." Even though he didn't reply on time, you know he's busy. Someone that has hundreds of thousands of people, but I still have access. So to me, that's a prize. That's a prize I don't take for granted, which I feel
you are welcome,
individual.
and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Are probably one of the few people who have replicated what I do internationally. I'm not sure I've ever said this to you, but people don't know that when I travel internationally, except until recent time when I started traveling 2016, 2017, do you know that the money I used to sustain myself in those countries, I raised it while in those places? Right? And it was for me then. And you know, sometimes in US and UK, you spend foreign currency, you're spending dollars, you're spending pounds, to even pay for hotel, to pay for food. I remember my first haircut, you know, in the UK that cost me, I can't remember, was it £47? I had to pay 4,000, you know, this 2014 or 15, you know, then you're in a hotel, you know, 50,000 per day, like, and we're not this big then. But you see, those hunger, those pressure brought out a different me, and today I'm grateful. So what you don't know, and that's why when you told me you were stranded in Dubai, I was just smiling that this thing will work to your good, because you have to, with your wife for that matter, you have to. And they will please. This is not when you come and tell that story. And guess what has happened after that? You've authored your book. I'm hearing over $1 million from that book. All that would have happened if you had continued with your logistic money that was coming, you wouldn't have authored the book. You would have evolved into what you are evolving into. So I'm really proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. My last question before I ask you about your favorite book, business book, and your favorite business movie is, what are the 3 things you would like to advise people who want someone like me to mentor them in business?
I think they have to, the easiest way, or the first way, I think, is just for them to, the first one is for them to be patient and know that they are dealing with someone that is highly connected and very busy. So you might not, because I have messages and I have loads of messages that I've not even read. And then, so I think the first one is you have to be patient and understand
you
who you are dealing
it.
with.
As we speak today, I've attended to more than 1,000 WhatsApp messages. If I show you my WhatsApp, I still have almost 200 I've not attended to. You know, so please go ahead.
I can relate.
So what you are saying is very true.
So to be patient and understand who they are dealing with. Then the second one is, you cannot be lazy around Mr. Akintayo. If you want him to mentor you, like a mentor. I mean, I was sharing with you how we left the house since 8 o'clock, and it's another 8 p.m. at night, and he was still saying that record videos. So you cannot be lazy, and he doesn't joke with his time. So you have to understand these things and know that, okay, when you are going to be, if you want to be mentored, because you have to show yourself that you are serious enough. So his time is very important. And the third one, I think, is you have to show results. There's no way you can impress someone that is so
That's
busy
true.
to create time for you
Yeah.
out of the thousands
Yes.
of people he has. If you don't show yourself that
That's true.
you are worthy to be invested in. So if you
That's
have
true.
you have to show results. You have to show yourself worthy of his time. So you cannot just 1 hour with you today, seeing that, okay, after this 1 hour I spent with you, this is the result. So you have to show results. You have to be hungry for success too. You have to have that hunger. I mean, I used to tell people that I have PhD, and my PhD is not doctorate. My PhD is different. The P stands for passion, the H stands for hunger. I mean, I was hungry, like I said, and the D stands for drive. So you have to have these three things. If you
Can you say
really
it
want to
again?
be
P for.
P,
Can you say it again?
the
P for
P for
partner.
passion.
Passion.
Passion. Yeah.
Okay.
H for
H
hunger.
for.
You have to be hungry. Hunger.
Yes.
You have to be
D
hungry.
for.
Then D for drive. Drive.
Wow.
Drive. D for
So
drive.
passion, hunger, drive.
Yes,
Amazing.
that's
Come
my
on,
own
guys. Can we
PhD.
clap
So
for
when I
Emmanuel? Come on, clap
I
for
say
him.
I Emmanuel PhD. So, but my own PhD is not doctorate. It's the three key things that guides me to whatsoever I am, or if I have the passion for success, I will never feel I've arrived. So I'll keep having that. If I have that hunger, I'll keep pushing for more. Then passion is because I love what I do. I mean, I can afford to stay. Like, I'm here and I'm still working. I'm still not tired. I'm enjoying it. Anytime Mr. Akita say, "Man, okay, I want you on live," because I love talking, anyways. So the passion is there. You have to have this passion for
Yeah.
what you do, and then the drive. Something must chase you out of your bed every morning when you wake up. That's all I have to say
You're
for now.
welcome. So, what's your favorite movie and your favorite book? Business book, business movie.
Okay, I don't do movies much. I do TV shows. My favorite TV show is Shark Tank, and it's a reality TV show in US. Oh, one of the sharks. I saw you snapped with him, Damon,
Yes,
I
they
think.
mentioned. Yes.
So I'm a freak. I love Shark Tank series on YouTube. I think he's the greatest salesman in the world by OG Mandino. It's a very powerful sales book, very handy, and then it's. I've bought the book more than 5 times. When I buy it, someone will say I like it, or either I misplace it. But it's one book I
Guys,
respect a
go
lot.
get that book. Go get that book. It's no
Very,
joke.
very powerful book.
Two
It's a
powerful
very
book.
powerful.
Greatest salesman in the world and biology. I mentioned it. I'm going back to the two books again. Powerful book. Powerful book.
I still have it here.
Greatest salesman. You can't go over that. Your medulla.
I have it in this hotel. The greatest salesman in the world is somewhere here. I have it in this hotel. I can't do it. Please. Yeah. So I mean, I'm always around sales. I like sales, and that is why I wrote my own book, The Online Selling Manual. And trust me, guys, it's a book you must read. I mean, I've read a lot of books about it. So the link is there already. I think one of my staff already dropped the link.
Yes,
so can you just drop
it?
The person will drop it again. It's a book that you must read because I put my experiences in selling. I've been able, and by 2 million, and I've run a full ad. I've not done Facebook ads for it. So that should say it's something that it's selling, and then using the strategy shared in the book to sell the book. So if you buy the book, it's a very, very good. And let me tell you another thing that is good about the book, aside the fact that I loaded with a lot of benefit bonuses. The book comes with affiliates. When you have bought the book, have affiliate system that you get from my website, and then for every book you sell, you make 2,000 straight up. If someone buy from your link, you make 2,000, 5,000.
Wow.
But for every someone buy from your link, so it's like you are investing. So let's assume you spend 5,000 in buying the book from your link, you made 1,000 without doing anything. So trust me, it's a very, very good book that you must read and learn. Then the best way to practicalize what you have read is by even joining the affiliate, to use the things you learn in the book to even sell the book too. So trust me, it's going to be worth your money. The link is there.
Wow. Come on, guys. Can we all clap for Emmanuel Olorunshola for a wonderful session with him? I think we've had a great time. I want to say a big thank you for coming. This is indeed
thank you very much for having me.
Session. God bless you. And good night. My regards to your wife. My love to your wife. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Come on, everybody. Let's thank you to all of you for watching. Don't forget to go watch these 2 sessions. Tobi Okunuga, Emmanuel Olorunshola. The 2 were explosive. I can't remember on last week, but this is good. This is a good content. And watch it over and over and over again. It will change your life forever. Don't miss it. Tomorrow, we're still going to be having Ejiro Osakede, another of my mentee in Dubai. So it's Dubai connection. Then I'll be having, in fact, one of the most humble mentees I've ever had. You know, very humble man. I mean, teachable spirit number 1. And the last time I was in Abeokuta, he drove. I didn't even tell him I was in time. Contacted my PA, met me at. He's just a great man. Don't miss the session tomorrow. It's going to be great. Love everybody.
Hi everyone, wash your hands. Hi everyone, wash your hands.
Stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Wash your hands and stay safe.
Hi everyone, wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Wash your hands and stay safe.
Hi everyone, wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash your hands and stay safe.
Make sure you wash